Hi, my name is Mridul Ganesh. I'm the Chief Product Officer at Laudio, and we're here to talk about how Laudio helps health systems reduce staff turnover. Turnover is a major issue for health systems today. On average, the national RN turnover rate is about 17%, and each lost team member can cost a health system between $40,000 to $60,000 to replace. If you look at the research, one of the major drivers of turnover is staff not feeling supported by their manager. What makes people stay is the one-on-one connection with their managers and feeling like their managers have their back. Laudio can help health systems see up to a 5-point reduction in turnover. We've built one of the largest repositories of turnover data from across 20 hospitals, combined that with best practices from academic experts and hundreds of practicing managers to identify specific staff behaviors that correlate to turnover, such as excessive floating or working more holidays than peers. Laudio then provides personalized nudges to help managers support their high-risk staff. In the implementation phase, we integrate with your HR and time and attendance systems and collect 3 years of historic data. We then combine this with proprietary insights from our turnover database and are able to predict for each team member a turnover risk that is specific to each unit in your health system. A manager on their My Team screen can see a list of all their team members and their associated turnover risk. Here, for example, you can see that Scarlett is a high turnover risk. Let's click into Scarlett's profile to learn more. Here in Scarlett's profile, on the left-hand side, in the turnover risk widget, you can see that she's been categorized as high turnover risk because she's been clocking out late consistently over the past couple of months. And there are also a few demographic factors that contribute to her being a high turnover risk. Now, Laudio, in addition to predicting and calculating a team member's turnover risk, also starts prioritizing recommendations for them on Laudio's home screen so that the managers can actively coach and support them. Let's go to Laudio's home screen to learn more. So here on the home screen, as you scroll down, you can start seeing that Laudio is actually prioritizing specific recommendations for team members. For example, Rebecca here is a high turnover risk team member, and you can see that she's missed a punch many times over the past few pay periods. Now, as a manager, you can see that Rebecca is actually on the floor. The little green dot next to her profile photo tells you that. So if you want, you can go and have a conversation face-to-face and talk to her about this. After you've had the conversation, you can click the Add Note button. You can document anything that you may need to follow up on. You can also add a reminder to follow up with Rebecca either on a certain date or next time when she's on the floor, and then save that in Laudio. That note is then documented in Rebecca's profile and you can refer to it whenever you need to. Similarly, you can see, for example, there's a recommendation for Scarlett saying that she's been clocking out late consistently that we just saw. So as a manager, you can click the Send Message button, and what Laudio does is to create that initial communication for you that you can edit. And you can send Scarlett a quick email in order to initiate the conversation and start helping her, coaching her, supporting her if she needs so. In this way, Laudio helps really operationalize the process of consistently engaging with high-risk team members so that you can not only predict and understand turnover risk, but you can also reduce and impact it.